If you're looking for the cheapest and most reliable Madden 22 coins on the market, check out my sponsor, MMOEXP.com. Links are in the description, and use code JEDI at checkout for 5% off. All right, before we get into the Madden 23 wish list series, guys, let me go over the Rising Stars cards that are coming out today, that came out yesterday, and the LTDs that are coming out later today. If not, they're already out by the time this video does go live, because I am recording this video at 2 o'clock in the morning, and there's a reason for that. And I'll talk about it. But, first card I want to showcase is John Bates. This card is not very good. I mean, he's basically an extra offensive lineman, and that's basically it. Like 96 run blocking, that's it. So John Bates is pretty bad. But then you have Pete Werner, and honestly, this card's actually not that bad. 96 speed on a Saints theme team. He has 91 zone coverage, 96 hit power, solid block shedding, but pass coverage linebacker, he's actually pretty solid. I actually do think he's not that bad, personally. So, there's that for the Pete Werner. And then for the LTDs, the first card they showcased was Bradley Chubb. 92 speed, 95 block shed, 97 finesse move. Bradley Chubb's, he's a great outside linebacker. Pardon me. He's a great outside linebacker. Nothing really else to say about that. He's going to have some good speed. He's going to have some good pass rush stats. And then Calvin Ridley is the offensive LTD tomorrow. So 96 speed, 97, 96, 97 for the route running. The Falcons did need another wide receiver, but I think they needed a quarterback more than anything. I was really hoping I think this should have been Matt Ryan or Matty Ice, but he could get a Super Bowl pass card. Who knows? But with that being said, guys, let's get into the actual meat and potatoes of this video. Alrighty, hey there guys, Adrian Casa here, aka JetterBro95, coming at you guys with another video. And in this video, guys, it is going to be episode 2 of my Madden 23 wishlist series. It's been a couple of weeks since I made one, and I actually have been meaning to do these, but I just completely forget to upload them. But in this video, guys, there's a reason I'm making this right now at 2 o'clock in the morning, because I actually just finished watching Gut Fox's video, and I completely 100% agree with them, and I think this should be a Madden wish list video in and of itself. And that is removing these price caps. Removing these price caps, get rid of them. In my personal opinion, I think these need to go for next year. There should be no reason we should ever have price caps on this game ever for next year. This was an absolutely atrocious idea. Like this Tom Brady, for example, this morning or earlier this evening, he was like about 2.5 million coins at minimum. Like you couldn't, at least on PlayStation, like you couldn't sell him for any less than that or any more than that, which was absolutely pathetic in my opinion. So like when you take that into a context, like this Brady, granted, this Tom Brady is incredibly good. He's the best QB in the game now, but I just don't understand why, there has to be a price cap on him. If people want to buy him, people want to sell him for like 6 million coins, then let him be 6 million coins. If people want to sell this Luke Kuechly for 4.5 million coins, let them sell this Luke Kuechly for 4.5 million coins. Although I would argue that Luke Kuechly is not worth that much. I would argue that Luke Kuechly is not worth that much, but he is worth a little bit. So, and we really did see how much of a bad thing, how much of a terrible idea this is when it comes to the LTDs like Mike Gesicki and them. Like Mike Gesicki on Xbox, he still isn't even back up. Like Mike Gesicki's still not even back up. And if we look at Amani, the other gentleman, he's still not on the market. Like, just it's abundantly clear now that this controlling the market idea was just the worst idea anyone ever had at EA Studios. Like this was just a terrible, 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 awful, stupid decision, and I don't understand why they had to put a control on the market, because that's one of the things that made MUT really interesting was the market. Grinding the auction house, sniping cards, turning them into profit, investing in certain cards that you think are going to get upgrades. For example, like Calvin Ridley right now, his power up probably could have went for about like 13 to 14k coins if the EA didn't put these stupid price range locks on him. Like, it just, like, these price range things are just a terrible, terrible decision, and I really think they should go for next year. Also, I understand, like, I get why they did it, okay? Don't get me wrong, I understand why they did it. They did it because they wanted to stop coin distribution. However, there's two things wrong with that, and two things that make me go, you're just not thinking this through. The first thing is the fact that you're never going to stop coin distribution. You're never not going to have coin distribution as long as this game is up. As long as you have players in this game, you're going to have people buying coins from websites. It's just the way it is. Like they have found ways to turn their coins into turn their things turn these what am I looking for here? These 93s. They have found a way to buy 5 million coins with just 493s. All they need to do is just post up 15 of these and then done. They get 5 million coins that way, Or even just in general, it just, to me, it's just a terrible idea all the way around. And I really, really think that EA has to get rid of this next year. This cannot return for Madden 23 if they want this game to be playable next year. If they want people to enjoy the product, and if they want people to take this game serious and have this community and this game grow, they can't have this. They cannot have the market control. They cannot have the median price ranges and shit like that. They have to get rid of it. They got to. There's just no ifs, ands, or buts about it, right? There's no ifs, ands, buts, or coconuts. It has to go. These do not need to be a thing. If some idiot buys, let's say some idiot buys this Jake Plummer, say for example, Jake Plummer right now, okay? If some idiot buys a Jake Plummer for 400,000 coins, that's their own fault, okay? That is nobody's fault but theirs, okay? Because they didn't put the time in to actually look and see what all the prices are. So if they did it, that's their own fault. That's not our fault. That's not the community's fault. That is them and them alone. So really kind of just makes you think, or even a bigger example. If someone buys, say for example, is Quentin Jefferson. If some dumbass, God forbid, buys a Quentin Jefferson for 400,000 coins, again, that's their own fault. That is their own fault. That's there's no other explanation other than it's just your fault. You deserve to have, you deserve that. You deserve to lose 400,000 coins. I don't understand it. It's weird. I think it has to go next year. I don't know how many times I have to say it. It has to. It cannot stay for Madden 23. But that being said, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Peace.